Yeah, there you go.
Well, hello. Here we are at our next Q&A, number 96 or something like that. Anyway, we'll go ahead and get started. I hope everybody had a happy new year and a great Christmas and ready for all your resolutions and all that fun stuff that you do at the new year. Our printer didn't print this out very well. Hawkins EVP, I think. Is that what it is? Okay. She says she enjoyed the run, and why do you run barefoot? It's a good question. People think I'm a little on the wacky side when they see me out running barefoot, but I started running barefoot when I hurt my hip playing basketball, and I quit running for 3 years. And then Davey told me about barefoot running.
And how many years ago?
And I thought that was great. 7 years. 7 years ago I started doing the barefoot run. So I tried it and I got back into running, and Davey said to read the book on Born to Run. And it's just amazing what barefooting can do. And there's a new thing
it forces your spine to be aligned.
Align your spine.
And the 50 or 60 bones that are in your ankle can actually make you walk more correctly.
Ooh.
And your spine will straighten out.
Yeah, and it just keeps things straight. Where with your shoes, they wear out and you start to lean, and it puts everything out of line. And the best thing you can do...
They get out of line because your spine's not exactly straight,
right.
And you never go to the doctor or anything, so the shoe wears crooked.
Some people wear the inside of their heel and some wear the outside. But barefoot running is the best thing you can do. And then there's a new thing I learned about called grounding, where you have your feet actually touch grass and dirt, and try and do that every single day. It's hard in the winter though. But it just gets you back balanced again with Mother Earth, Mother Nature.
It reminds me, I've never got that book yet.
Yeah, we bought a book on grounding. We wanted to read more about it, but somebody had mentioned it in one of the Q&As if I'd known about it. And so I'm just kind of looking into it. And but I really enjoy doing the barefoot running, except when I step on the pokies.
And she did.
That hurts.
You did the half marathon.
I did 8 miles barefoot.
8 miles barefoot.
I thought I'd wear shoes, and I got blisters really bad, and
people
from the shoes.
And it was a day of a big race here in Utah, and parade and everything, and people were yelling at her, "Why are you carrying your shoes?"
Got blisters? I go, yeah, I got blisters. Next one is from, do you want to read that one?
Where?
Oh, we forgot to read the other part of the barefoot running. And how do you keep the bottoms of your feet from being calloused, free? They
don't get calluses.
They don't get callous. It's really weird. Smooth and callus free. You actually want the calluses so you can...
No, but if you look at the bottom of the foot, you cannot see any calluses.
Yeah, it's just weird. You just really don't get calluses, and I have a little foot scrubber. If they get a little chappy looking, I scrub them with that. But the upkeep of your feet's really easy. I think they actually do better barefoot than they do with the shoes.
Our ancestors, the ones that sometimes went barefoot, the ones that didn't do barefoot, the animal that was chasing them ate them, and so we're naturally more barefoot.
No, if you say you're not a runner, just say have a bear chase you and you're a runner. Okay, this next one's from Kate Carter. How many years have you been doing the Jammies pictures? It was 14. Cool to see them. 14 years. Yeah, 14. This is the 14th year. 2017.
We're lucky enough to have.
Blessed.
Well, we're lucky also.
Okay.
To have people that do it for a living in our family. Our daughter,
the pictures.
The daughter-in-law. Yeah,
not the making of them. Yeah, we get some really nice pictures out of them. Frank Milena. Okay. Number 1, how long has Papa O been a teacher?
And 2, how did your dad, Mama O, make money to feed his beautiful?
Okay. Do you answer number 1 and I'll answer number 2?
Well, he worked for the steel.
You answer number 1. He skipped ahead, tried to answer my question.
Yours was more fun to answer.
Mine was more fun.
I retired at 61, I think. From Unisys.
From Unisys.
Yeah. Let's say as the circuitry got smaller and smaller, they made mainframes, that large computers for banks and airlines.
He was forced to retire.
And every year, as the circuitry got smaller, they had to go out of making hardware and only doing software. So Unisys became a software only. So they went from like 200,000 employees worldwide down to about 70 or 80,000. And every year they had layoffs, and they gave me a little package, and then I skated for 2 years and spent the money.
They gave you a little package to retire on.
Yeah.
Severance pay.
Wasn't very much.
It wasn't much. It lasted a year. I said, Joe, we're about out of money. Don't you want to go get a job? He was out there playing, skating, just having fun. I thought, how long's that money going to last?
It went faster than I thought it would. Well, it wasn't like, and I had
So
never
we started
done
teaching.
I'd never done a 401 and that like I should have. I did, but not enough money.
A little bit.
Because I always thought, I need my money right now. I need it right now. Okay, go ahead.
Anyway, so how long did you substitute? Is that what the question was?
I'm in my third year. Well, first year I did elementary school, and then second year I did elementary and junior high, and I was afraid to do high school because I thought if it's a chemistry class I have to know chemistry. But I would
be scared.
But that's not true.
When did you do community college?
That was the last part of me working at Unisys. I was at community college. So I had two
both?
jobs.
Okay.
Yeah. So I did 10 years at a community college, computer science.
As an adjunct?
Yeah, that means no contract teacher, but you get classes. And I did it for 10 years, and I did beginning computer science and Microsoft Office, like Word, Excel, PowerPoint, and Access.
And now you're and then he quit the community college.
No,
or did they force you?
They moved to a 4-year college.
Oh, that's what it was.
And that means they have to have PhDs teaching there, not masters.
So you were kind of forced out of that one too. But
yeah.
Then he's doing the substitute teaching, which he actually likes better because you don't have to do the grades, you don't have to do the assignments. All you do is just sit there, do what the teacher assigns you to do.
But it's you have to have a certain amount of talent doing it, because otherwise you have crazy kids, and you have to know.
You have to be able to handle the kids.
You have to be able to handle the kids.
Well, it was hard at first.
Huh?
Wasn't it hard at first to know how to handle the kids?
To know how to handle them.
Never did get easy. Well, you were better at it. It's not easier, but you're better at it, at handling the kids.
That was later on.
You don't stress.
No, that was my third year.
Yeah.
I think it was the elementary was probably the hardest.
He quit doing elementary because it was too hard.
I measured on my watch how far I was walking, and just walking around the classroom for a full day, I would go 3.5 to 4 miles just walking from student to student during a full day.
And you had to be out there for lunch and for recess and stuff, so it was hard for you.
In the high school, I had kind of a science background, like calculus and physics and all that. It made it more comfortable for me and the teacher I was subbing for if I had a little background in that, so that if I'm passing out an assignment, I have an idea what's going on.
Yeah, that helped. And now, to be a substitute teacher in high school, you have to have a master's degree. Like, I could go substitute, but I don't have a master's degree, so I'd have to do the elementary grades. But Papa O has his master's degree, so he can do high school. And
well, that's all I do is high school.
Yeah,
I go to the high school where our 6 children graduated from.
Yeah, Granger. He likes Granger, and the kids are all getting to know you there and stuff, and say hi and want you to be their substitute and stuff. Second part of that question was, how did my dad make money to feed his beautiful family? I know you all lived on a farm. What did you grow? And thanks for sharing. Yeah, my dad worked at the Geneva Steel Plant, and we did do farm work, but that wasn't our only that wasn't enough for our income. But it was the Geneva Steel Plant that he worked at, and he retired at age 55. They paid him well enough at the Geneva Steel to be able to raise his family on the farm.
But his heart was in doing farm work and animals. That's where his heart was.
Yeah, we did 10 acres of tomato plant. That's hard to say. Boy, it took us like 2 weeks to plant the plants, and then we had to hoe the weeds and then sell the tomato stuff. So it was a lot of work. But that was mostly what we grew, was the tomato plants. The tomatoes.
You grew gigantic pigs that you sold.
We'd sell pigs.
And you'd sell chickens to the Asian people that would come around.
And eggs, and we had a lot of eggs. I was in charge of 200 chickens, and They would lay a lot of eggs, and we'd sell those and stuff. But those are just more
I learned
side
a lot
things.
from you about our chickens. That
Oh,
when they're asleep, you can actually grab them. Really
yeah,
quick.
that's when to catch a chicken is when they're sleeping.
And the cats are the same way. If they're asleep, you can touch them.
Well, unless they're really wild and they wake up and scratch your eyeballs out. But a chicken just kind of lays there. You know, it won't hurt
Well,
you.
it has that long, lonesome cry. Kind of like that.
That's good. I'd do it again.
You'll do it. You know what's going on.
I don't want to do a chicken sound.
Do it.
No, because I used to go around and you know how annoying that is?
No.
Oh my gosh.
Kids did not want to be around when her dad killed the chicken.
Did you
Did
chop
he
its head off?
chop it? Or did he
Yes.
wring the neck?
Ooh, no, you chop it. Some
Okay.
people wring the neck.
So wring the neck?
I think wringing the neck's awful.
I think chopping the heads off.
Well, that's
awful.
quick and fast.
Yeah,
but
easy
wringing
for you
the
to say.
neck-
Easy for you to say it.
What if you
quick
did?
and fast.
Well, yeah, it is. It's quick and fast.
It's not fast because they run around without their head.
Well, I would not wring the neck. That. What do you know? You've never killed a chicken.
I know. But then,
It was acting like
have you
Mr.
ever
Expert over
have you
here.
ever seen a chicken run around where its head's cut off, and you used to say you were afraid it was chasing you?
Well, they would. I have a home movie of it. I'll see if I can find it. Me as a kid, and Dad chopped the head off, and it's chasing me. I swear.
It's scary.
It's scary, yes. Okay, we'll do one more. Okay, Peachums. Oh, poor Davy's hand when he got that brace on.
Those blankets were beautiful.
Those blankets were beautiful. Where did you get them printed? Oh, the picture quilt that I did. Yeah, that was Walmart. It's they really do a good job.
You used to have to print the pictures and put them on the blanket.
Well, it used to be I had to iron them on.
Yeah, that's what it was.
You know, you have to get the picture printed at Walmart or somewhere. Then you come home and you have to iron it onto the material.
You did that several years.
I did that quite a few. And then you could actually print it off your own computer onto a piece of material that you could just sew right in without having to do the ironing. And I thought that was great. And then Walmart comes along and just prints them out on the blanket for you. It's just wonderful. And it's like $50, but before it would cost me like $100 just to...
And a lot of time.
And the time, it tripled, quadrupled the time it did to do those quilts. And so I just love it. And you throw the ones that you iron on, you throw that in the wash machine and it starts peeling off and it's just over. It's just awful. So we just really love the blankets and they really turn out nice. And if you don't want to put them sew them onto a blanket, you just use the blanket.
But she only did one a year. And so
yeah,
it took 13 years to get through all the children.
I'm on, next year will be my brother Ben, and then my sister Lisa, and I'm done. I started with my oldest brother, and so that'll be my last two that I'll do.
How do you feed your picture? How do you send
I do it on the
picture?
computer.
Oh.
I do it all online. I
thought it was...
I just sit here.
I thought it was their machine they had.
No, it used to be that way. You'd have to actually take the physical picture there to Walmart, but here you just sit on your computer. And you sit and select each picture that you want and sends it out in the air somewhere and gets to Walmart somehow. I think it's magical. It's just amazing how easy it is now. And they turn out so nice. Okay, we're going to close with a couple of quotes because Papa O's got to get to bed. And we'll do a couple more New Year's motivational quotes. We are lucky that we get to have a second chance. So be grateful and live life to the fullest. Have a joyous new year. I like that. We get a second chance.
What is the second chance? The new
year? We just keep getting start over every year. Start over. Say it didn't work.
So one of these days when you're on your deathbed, you won't be able to start over anymore.
Well, in the next life.
Okay, good.
Okay, you choose one. I like that. Lucky that we get a second chance. Do you want to choose one?
A new year is like a blank book. The pen is in your hands.
I like that.
It is your chance to write the beautiful story for yourself. Happy New Year 2018.
2018. It's like a blank book. I mean, of course, life dishes stuff out to you automatically. It does, but a lot of it you can plan yourself. Hope you all had a happy new year, and we're going to go ahead and close. And thank you for liking, commenting, and subscribing, and thumbs up. That's a lot. Hello. Hey. Thank you, and good night, everybody. Don't we look colorful?
I don't know. I never wear this shirt.
This whole thing.
This blue looked good because I've
It looks really
I've
good.
had this new shirt for about 4 years.
And it's still got the fold lines in it. I don't think you've ever worn it.
I know. I think it's the first time I've worn it.
Yeah, it looks nice. Okay, enough with that. Good night.
It's been so long since we've done the waltz. Could you swing and twirl me once more? Let's go left, right, as the music plays on. Sway